Today, we're discussing the psychology of subjectivity loss. The first step to regaining subjectivity is learning to let go of others' words. You don't have to constantly consider others. You don't have to pay for every awkward situation, and you don't have to be responsible for their emotions. But in real life, even when you're exhausted, you're still the first to comfort others. Even when you're filled with resentment, you still smile and say it's okay. Whenever you want to do something, your first reaction isn't whether you want to or not, but what others will think. You always feel bad about yourself. When someone is talked about or ridiculed, even if you're already feeling very uncomfortable, you subconsciously try to excuse others. They might not mean it, or maybe I'm just too sensitive. Even a casual remark from someone can instantly make you fall into self-doubt. Over time, you gradually lose track of what you really want. Be sensible. Being obedient has become a label others place on you. The once lively and authentic self, one who dared to laugh and cry, is slowly disappearing. This is what psychology calls a lack of subjectivity. You feel exhausted because you always put others' feelings before your own. You fear not fitting in, afraid of disappointing others. So, you gradually become the person who eases the mood, the one who fills the gaps, the one who always puts themselves last. As Fogg said, those who can't stand silence are more easily consumed by emotions. At this point, you might be wondering, what exactly is subjectivity? Simply put, subjectivity is the control you have over your own life. People with subjectivity dare to say no, make decisions, and take responsibility for the consequences. They don't live as the characters others expect them to, but as the protagonists of their own stories. People who lack subjectivity often live cautiously, always considering what others will think before doing anything. They're always worried about being rejected or laughed at, so they constantly try to please and appease others until they lose their true selves over and over again. And I want to tell you, you never live to please others. You live to be your full self. So how do we reclaim our subjectivity and truly live for ourselves? Step 1. Learn to filter the judgments of others and cultivate the ability to think independently. Other people's words aren't the truth. You need to learn to discern which suggestions are valid and worth adopting, and which are merely emotional projections. Don't let external voices dictate your thinking. What truly matters is your own clear and resolute judgment. Stop being a victim. Stop using the phrase, "others made me do it," to approach yourself. If you constantly put yourself in the victim's shoes, you'll gradually lose the power to change. True growth comes from learning to bravely take responsibility for your own life. Step 3. Use I more often when expressing your thoughts. Don't dwell on whether others will be upset. Courageously express what you want and what you care about. Once you become accustomed to using I to express your thoughts, your subjectivity will gradually return. Remember, your life doesn't have to live up to others' expectations. When you learn to discern voices, take responsibility, and speak your mind, you'll gradually break free from the shackles of pleasing others and rediscover your free and vibrant self.